6:50 News 8, your local election headquarters on this historic day, Tuesday, November 5th. We've got live team coverage on our Sunrise Smart Start, bringing you the latest updates from the polling sites, now open for nearly an hour, covering the race for the White House as it comes down to this. Last night, the candidates made their final pitches to the voters after a blitz through the 7 battleground states. Michaela Singleton joins us live from East High with more on that contest. Michaela.
Good morning, Brennan. Yeah, we already experienced the calm before the storm, right before our polls opened. As you said, we're about an hour in now, and what I would describe this as is the first rush. We've seen dozens of people come through, some of them even bringing their kiddos with them as they are on their way to work and school after this, and hey, maybe teach them a little bit about the democratic process, right? We are in a school, so this is perfect for it. I am going to mention where our presidential candidates have been in their final push to get to those last undecided voters, but I will not be mentioning their names since it's actually illegal to mention any of our candidates' information too close to a polling site. So first up, we have our one candidate. He was in Pennsylvania, both of them actually, just 10 miles apart in their final stumping grounds. He made his final stops in 2016 and 2020, the same areas, making a late night rally there. Now, she also in Pennsylvania, closing out a multi-stop tour of that state with star-studded concert rallies in Pittsburgh, as well as from the base of the Rocky Steps at the Philadelphia Museum.
As your president, I will fight for you every single day with every breath in my body.
I pledge to always put country above party and self, and to be a president for all Americans.
Both of those candidates will be having watch parties. His will be in Florida. Hers will be in D.C. Again, more than 81 million Americans have already come out early to vote, and I'm sure there will be quite the rush of folks still continuing to come in throughout the rest of the day. Again, that reminder, it is illegal to mention anything about the candidates, specifically to their names and their policies. You cannot mention those too close to a polling site, so keep that in mind as you come out to your local site. No T-shirts or hats or anything like that as well. We want you to be able to still vote and not be asked to leave. So we'll keep watching throughout the day, but for now, reporting live in Rochester, Michaela Singleton, News 8.
Michaela, thank you for that. Again, 6 to 9. It's a long day for Board of Elections teams. Let's talk about that and security in place and how this will all play out. Ron Spitzer joins us live in Gates with that.
Brennan, that first wave of people during that first hour have already made their exits after voting, and now that second wave is hitting. The Monroe County Bipartisan Election Commissioners did say, quote, today's election is not over until it's over, and as of right now, there haven't been any security issues or reports of problems at early voting polling sites. Overall, the last 9 days of voting went smoothly, and over 130,000 votes were cast. However, when it comes to today, commissioners note there is a well-established partnership with the Sheriff's Office, adding deputies and other law enforcement agencies in Rochester and its surrounding towns and villages are aware of the 215 polling sites across the county.
In addition to our normal 3 ways we save the information, we will have a police officer stationed here tomorrow night and a sheriff's deputy stationed at our other location, just to make sure that our staff is safe and that the ballots being collected and the information being collected is also being protected and safe.
According to election law, any decision to access or move a ballot has to be a bipartisan agreement. They explain every voting machine has its own barcode with a corresponding memory card and assigned a specific polling site, all of which is compiled into the board's own system to cross-check where ballot boxes are and which ones are still outstanding.
They are brought directly to the personnel and the staff here. They are read, and the remaining, the physical ballots, the receipt tape, and the additional cards are also put together, sealed, and they are brought directly to the Henrietta location, where, again, our staff is making sure that all of those things are under lock and key.
This state attorney general has also unveiled an election protection hotline anyone who is experiencing an issue or a concern can use. Now, if you are at a polling site and you do experience an issue, you can talk to a poll worker. There are poll managers on sites and even inspectors who can help you resolve your issue. For now, reporting in Gates, Aron Spitzer, News 8.
Aron, thank you. As we cover these races, we know Harris, Trump, top of the ballot. There are several other contests we're following at the federal, state, and local level. Different proposals, Props 1 and 2, that you will decide. Democrat Joe Morelli is running for re-election in the 25th Congressional District. That covers Rochester, most of Monroe, and parts of Orleans counties. Running against the Republican challenger, Greg Sadwick, a businessman who's been trying to separate himself from the GOP platform. At our debate here, we heard from Morelli opposing Sadwick's position that states have the right to outlaw abortion. On crime, Morelli says he's consistently worked to get some more support funding for police, but blames the lack of real action on gun control coming out of Washington. Sadwick says they need to reverse some laws enacted in Albany over the years, such as raise the age and cashless bail. In the race for the 25th, that covers 12 counties spanning the North Country, Central New York, Finger Lakes, and the western part of the state. Republican incumbent Congresswoman Claudia Tenney trying to hold on to that seat, facing a challenge from the Democrat Dave Wagenhauser. Tenney was elected to the House in 2016 after serving in the state assembly, has a legal background, also a business owner who serves on the House Ways and Means, Science, Space, and Tech committees. Wagenhauser worked as an attorney in the public interest field, also a VP at his mother's healthcare agency, and in Brockport, a village trustee. Finally, some other notable races. Incumbent Democratic New York Senator Kirsten Gillibrand up for re-election this fall, challenged by Republican Michael Sapricone and independent candidate Diane Sayre. We'll be covering all this all throughout the day. More live updates, News 8 at noon, and online at RochesterFirst.com. And then polls closing at 9 tonight. Results coming in, we're told, should start about 9:45, 10 o'clock. Your sunrise traffic updates here before you head out on this election day. Nothing on our list on the main expressway, so those are moving along all right. 590 north and southbound's looking good. The one issue on our map is in Greece, West Ridge Road, getting close to 390 at Duxbury Road. All right, James. Happy Election Day to you as well.
Yes,
the forecast here, happy maybe record warmth day.
Could potentially be, yeah, we might get there. The record only set just a few years ago, back in 2022, of 77 degrees. So we'll forecast a tie of that number. And the sun sets before 5 p.m. So there's just not that much time to get there. But we're starting off warm in the 60s now. Tomorrow, we see temperatures fall out of the 60s and then eventually into the 50s late. And then you see those overnights, besides Friday night and into Saturday, not even close to freezing.
All right. Thank you, James. That does it for us at Sunrise. We'll be with you all day. Election Day 2024.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, X, and on our app for news and weather.